Once you've reached this design step of creating your campaign, it can feel a little intimidating. We've already taken you most of the way there by creating this templated design for you, but now it's time to make it your own. This is where your brand really needs to come through, and try not to get intimidated. I'm going to walk you through some of the different ways that you can make this highly customized for your particular brand. Before I do that, I want to show you around the editor a little bit. There's two main sections you're going to see here. Each screen of your sweepstakes, and keep in mind, if you're using this to create like a photo contest or a photo gallery, it might look a little bit different, but the design editor is the same. This section you see here is going to show you each of the screens of your particular campaign. Because this just happens to be a viral sweepstakes, the thank you screen is going to look like a viral sweepstakes, but the concepts are the same for all of the different campaign types. So this is how you can navigate between the different screens of your campaign, and each one of them is editable. Over here on the right, you're going to see an undo, and you can undo up to 5 or 6 different levels. Even after you've saved the campaign, closed the software, and then open it up in a few days, you could still undo and go back through different areas. So if something goes completely wrong and you accidentally delete this entire section and you want to bring it back, don't panic, take a breath, and use the undo feature. And redo will redo what you undid. You can also save. It automatically saves as you go, but I know it can feel reassuring to click that save button once you've just created a masterpiece. You can also view this in mobile just to get an idea of how it's going to look within a mobile device. All of these designs are automatically converted to mobile responsive design, so you don't need to worry about any of that CSS or coding work. All of this is no code required. On the left side, this is where most of your options are going to appear. And what's great about this is if you're not sure which section that you need to click on to expand, you can actually click right over here within the design itself, and it will automatically expand the area that you want to use. So for example, whoops, I accidentally clicked in here. This is the header. So when you click inside the header, notice that it expanded the edit header area. Now I'm already taken into the area where I can choose what I want to customize. So just to give you an overview here, imported design allows me to completely change my mind. If I want to import something totally different, I can do that. For example, if I've already created a campaign a year ago and I want to import that particular design, I can actually import that previous campaign that I've already created by using import from campaign. If I want to change my mind and import a different template, say for example, I just created a viral sweepstakes template, but I actually really preferred the look and feel of a photo contest that was in the templates, you can actually import the look and feel of that photo contest into your viral sweepstakes. Now you're going to have the functionality of a viral sweepstakes, but it'll have the look and feel of that particular photo contest. This is where you would import your design from template. Next, you have an edit page background. The background is going to be this area back here. And the way our designs work is the content area is this area. This is the border of the content area, and that includes the header area. So this is going to be your content area. Everything to the left and above that is going to be your background. So that's your page background. Your header area is just going to be this part of your content area. The content area is mainly going to be focused on the area within here. Like your form, for example, is always going to be within your content area. And your shell is going to be the area just surrounding all of your header, your content area, and even your footer. If you have a footer, that is going to comprise your shell. Even this part down below here, below the footer, that is actually your rules area. The rules link is contained below your content, but still within the shell of the campaign. So think of it as a container that contains your header, your content area, your footer, and your rules links. The buttons are going to be these items here, like within your form, that's going to be a button. You can also create custom buttons, and that is also going to be a button that is affected by your edit buttons area. Edit the form, you can actually edit the look and feel of your form. We've already seen how you can customize the fields that are shown in the form within your settings. You can also edit your form right here by clicking here. And that's going to allow you to make last minute changes to maybe your labels, or maybe you want to add another form field. But look and feel is controlled here by this control. You can edit your widgets. So what a widget is there's several ways of adding these campaigns to your website or your blog. You can have it appear as a pop-up if somebody attempts to leave your page. You can have it appear as a tiny little tab over on the right. Those are called sticky tabs. In all of these different types of widgets, you can actually control the functionality and the look and feel right here within the design step. Edit language. This is a great place to go to change the language to German or Spanish or whatever your local language is. And finally, you have the advanced settings where everything else is going to be included. So without going into each one of these individually, I just want you to understand where each of these things are that you want to customize. So I'm going to let you now go in and poke around. Start clicking different areas and notice how it affects the left area, and notice that you're going to have various options within each of these areas. I also want to draw your attention to this small little HTML editor. This is going to make it really easy for you to edit the content blocks within your campaign. For example, this is an image. This image was added just by clicking here, Insert Edit Image. Notice that you can insert links. You can also do things like change to bullet list formation instead of having paragraph format. You can do things like add countdown timers. So up here, this countdown timer was added right here using the countdown feature. You can add call to action buttons. So if you wanted to have after the, or just below your countdown timer, excuse me, a button that compels people to click here to go and submit the form, you could enter this, click the enter button, and then select the call to action button. Now it's going to add a content or a call to action button. And if you want to center that, just remember that your HTML editor controls all of those functions. It's automatically going to link this down here to the entry area. So as you can see, you're going to want to play around with this. There's so many great options you have, like inserting YouTube videos, and they're all contained right here within your HTML editor. So get to know your design step. This is what is going to allow you to allow your brand to really come through in these campaigns and make this a brand experience that both your existing clients and new clients can have with your campaigns.